Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been puttering around for the last couple of days and I figured it's about time I hit the record button. Starting on my floors, and I'm still not sure of what I'm doing. I did talk to Chris at Chris's Clever Craft and I got some advice from him, and I'm a little bit more comfortable with what I'm doing, but let's turn this camera around and I'll show you what I've got started. So there's the walls that I painted in last video. I have everything moved out of my kitchen now, so I don't have any shadows being cast on the wall. I did notice a couple spots where the paint didn't go on evenly, and I'll have to fix that up, but I'm not going to worry about that until after I'm finished with my floor. Again, most of this wall will be covered with some kind of cupboards, so it's not really important. Especially on the bottom half, that's where I found I need to do some touch-ups. That's just going to be the back of the inside of my cupboards, so I'm not too worried about that. But the trailer that I am living in was built in 1974, and that's what my floors look like. I think it's a 3/4 inch OSB floor, and then I have plywood on top of that. And then the linoleum was glued down to the floor, and it's extremely difficult to rip up. Some of this, in the back corner here where the plumbing was, it didn't even have linoleum, so that's why we have the bare plywood. And also I did not do this when I lived here, but the previous owner had trouble with the pipes freezing and they had to bring them above ground, and so that's why it's running through the wall like that. And we do have a patch up there. It's a metal plate. I'm not even sure how I'm gonna get that covered, but I ripped up as much as I could, because what was happening was anytime there was a break in the linoleum, my dogs were tracking in tons of dirt, and it would make the linoleum rip away even more. Especially over here where the stove and the fridge were. And you could see I'm washing the floors. There is a ton of dirt, and that would be all thanks to my dogs. My dogs have been banned from the kitchen right now, and they don't understand why. Well, banned from coming into the house, and this is why. I did let a dog in one night, and he tracked his dirty paws all over my HardieBacker board. And so now I'm gonna have to go back and wash that up before I start laying my tile down. But as you can see, I have 6 boards started, and I have about 8 more, 7 or 8 more to lay down in this area. So that's what I'm going to get started on today, and hopefully we can get some tiles laid down later. So I got 3 boards screwed in, and then I tried the 4th. Remember I said I had that metal plate? Well, it was a no-go. I put the board on top of it and it warped so bad. I thought, no, I can't do that. Especially there was holding the screws that were in this plate were holding the board up. So I decided to take the screws out, and sure enough, yeah, underneath there they just cut the old pipes out and they did those flex pipes above the underneath of the trailer. And wouldn't you know, I cannot get these screws out. So I think what I'm going to do is, the screw heads were lifting the board up really high. What I'm going to do is just take out, I'm going to get a crowbar, get this one out, and I'm going to lay the board on top. Hopefully with the screws out, the board will sit more flush. And I'm hoping that works. This is not going to be an area where I walk, because this is going to be where the sink is, and the tiles will be underneath the cupboard, underneath the sink, so there's not going to be any pressure except for on the edge. I gotta cross my fingers and hope it works out. I don't have any tin snips. I can't cut this out. Just hoping for the best. I just want to show how easy it is to crack HardieBacker board. You do score it where you need to, and I've done that, and I've already cracked this board, so I stopped. I figured, let's get this on film. I didn't have a 2x4. I was told to use a 2x4. I did have, I think this is like a 1x2, and I stuck it underneath the board, and by stepping on it, I put pressure and the board snaps. And so now I just have to pick up the one side and it'll come right off. So I have all of my boards laid down now. I taped them and I put mud. I don't know if you're supposed to put mud in between over the tape as you go, but I didn't. I just did the whole floor. I don't know how much of this I'm going to be taping. I still don't know what I'm doing. But Chris was right. It does dry extremely fast on this HardieBacker. I don't know if I've been doing this for 10 minutes. And the first row that I put down is already drying. But I need to get moving because I have a pail of mortar and I got to start cutting some tiles. I did bring it. The saw is right outside my door and I'm going to start laying tiles next. I had to stop to get another bag of mortar opened up, so I thought I would show. I've almost got 2 rows done. But I gotta go mix up another bag. So I thought I needed to hit the record button. I haven't filmed in a couple of days and this job has just been exhausting me. I am done tiling and I have just finished cleaning the grout lines with the scraper. I now have to just wash my floors, clean them up, and I'm getting ready to grout. And there it is. There's my final product. I realize my taping has gone downhill as I've gone through this process. I haven't videotaped any of the tiling or the grouting, but every time I was working with it, I had a mess everywhere, so I didn't worry about filming any of it. But I am done, and I'm looking forward to putting all my appliances back and getting to use my kitchen again. The thing I love about this tile, one, it is tile and the dogs are not going to be able to wreck it. And the color of it, when they track in all the dirt, it's just going to look like the tile until I can get to either sweeping or mopping, depending on what I need to do. But yeah, I love the tile, and I chose a dark grout. Just from experience, I've used a lighter grout in the bathroom, and it stains very easily. So this time I went with a darker grout, and I'm not gonna have to worry about it so much. And I think my dogs are gonna love it. I'm loving it.